everybody and welcome to episode 4 of Making Chelsea Champions. We're going to be playing Manchester United in today's match as promised in episode 3. If you haven't seen the first 3 episodes, make sure you go check them out first. And before we start today's video, I'd just like to say a massive thank you for all the support on the series so far. It doesn't go unnoticed. Our subscriber count is going up massively. The average views on the video is also doing really well right now for my channel. It doesn't usually do this well. And we're getting a lot of likes too and a lot of comments. It's really great to hear from you all. So again, I will ask you if you could hit that like button. I'm going to do a like target for the first time ever. If we can hit 20 likes, that would be amazing. And again, comment down below if you think there's anything I can improve or if you just want to chat, because it's always nice to hear from you guys. We're aiming for 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you are watching the video and you aren't subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And just to quickly run you over what the plan is for the channel going forward, I have said previously this series will be a 2-season thing where we attempt to win the Champions League. Once that's done, we'll do a more long-term save once FM21 is actually out and not in the beta phase. And I'm planning a few things for that. For example, we tested it on last year's save with the test. Little things like putting people's names in the comments down below, and then I'll choose a few of you to be the names of our youth players that come through in the youth intakes. And then eventually in 3 or 4 years when them players hit the first team, you'll see your name in the first team. I mean, in the test save, our 2 starting centre-backs were both channel viewers, so that was really nice to see. Hopefully we can do something like that again. And yeah, today's match, Manchester United, and in terms of our form, we were doing okay if you remember until the Tottenham game in the last video where we lost. Since then it's been a bit up and down. We're doing okay overall, I would say. So we're going to start off by looking at the schedule. So let's go back to when we did lose that match to Tottenham. Since then we beat Marseille 5-1 in the Champions League, which qualified us from the group. We unluckily lost 2-1 away to Liverpool. We smashed Leicester, drew to Marseille, then we beat Wolves in a really good scoreline because they were third at the time, away as well. It was a really good result. Beat Bayern again, beat Brighton, beat Olympiacos, beat Manchester City, beat Leicester. I thought things were on the up. Then we unfortunately got knocked out of the Carabao Cup in the quarterfinals against Wolves. Our XG was like 3.5 and theirs was like 0.6, yet they won 3-2. So I think we played well, we just got unlucky. And then if you remember in the last video I mentioned we have Manchester United in the Premier League back-to-back in the space of 2 days. So a lot of our players are tired. We did lose the first game away 1-0. I'm hoping that with the home advantage today we can win the match. And in terms of the Champions League and the league, it leaves us looking like this. So Champions League, if we go to group stages, I don't know what group we're in, let's have a look. Well, here are the teams that qualified anyway. Benfica and Lazio qualified there. Us and Bayern qualified. Bayern barely qualifying, just joint level with Marseille. Inter Milan knocked out as Atletico Madrid and Liverpool go through. Real Madrid and Manchester United. Borussia Dortmund, Ajax. Rennes surprisingly topping their group that had Barcelona and Juventus in. So Barcelona have crashed out of the Champions League already. Shakhtar, Leipzig, Manchester City and PSG. And that left us with PSG, who we got drawn against for the first knockout round, which is one of the harder teams to get put against. If we look, we can see they are top of Ligue 1, as you would expect. Obviously a great team. I haven't tried playing against them on FM21 yet. We could beat them. We beat Bayern, so maybe we could beat PSG. I'm not too confident, but we'll see what happens. And then in the league, we are currently sitting second, ahead of Manchester United, but if they beat us today, they will overtake us. We do have a game in hand on the team above us, Liverpool, but they are 5 points ahead, so even if we do win today, we'll still be 2 points away from the top of the league. So I'd say we're doing pretty good. We could be doing better, but can't really complain with the season so far. And with the January transfer window coming up, my plan is to not make too many signings, but maybe make a few sales out. Recently, Emerson's broke into the team and has looked really good, but Kurt Zouma has shown like concrete interest from Real Madrid. I won't actively sell him, but if we get a decent sum for him, who knows? I'm open to selling some of these players on because I don't want to play this formation for very long. I want to move to a 4-3-3. So we'll see what we can do about that. But I think maybe Donnarumma might be out of contract. He could be an option as Mendy and Kepa aren't very highly rated. But I'd have to get rid of one of Mendy or Kepa for me to really do that. I don't want 3 highly paid goalkeepers at the club. And after a bit of rotation from the last game, today's team to face Manchester United is Mendy in goal, who keeps his place in the team. Azpilicueta comes in for Emerson at left back. Reece James stays in at right back. Tomori stays in, but Zouma, who has been one of our best players this season, is quite tired. So Thiago Silva is coming in and he hasn't played for a while due to injuries and suspensions. He hasn't actually played that much all season. Kante and Mount in the midfield as Kovacic is out injured for 6 to 7 weeks. Correa on the right wing for the tired Ziyech. Havertz, even though he is tired, and so are the 2 central midfielders, by the way, because they do work hard. You can see here their condition isn't as high as the others, and they have a higher risk of injury. But I don't have much choice. I've got to play him in a game like this. Hudson-Odoi comes in for Pulisic. Hudson-Odoi has actually been brilliant this season. I'm really excited to see how he develops. I know he does have a high potential on FM21, and then Tammy Abraham in for Werner up front, and arguably they're doing just as well as each other. Abraham might even be doing better based on recent form. So that is our team today. Let's get into the match and hopefully beat Manchester United. And we are off here against Man U. I would just like to point out the first game against them, even though it was only 1-0 Man U, they could have won by a lot more. They hit the post a few times, and I think we got quite lucky. Also, I am going to attempt, I know the lighting's a bit bad, and I'm on like the crappy webcam on my MacBook Air, so one day, soon, I've mentioned it before, there will be a webcam, we'll have some better lighting, it will look a lot better than this, but hold on, Abraham's through here, Abraham scored, but I think he's going to be offside because nothing's came up where it says how many goals he's got this season, which usually means that it's offside, but a very good start. Let's see what VAR says. I assume it's a no goal. Yeah, goal disallowed. 1 minute in. Not a bad start at all, really. If we can keep that up throughout the game, that's a good sign of things to come. Again, if my computer overheats and you hear it through the mic, I'm sorry. Again, another thing that will change, hopefully, as we get better equipment. But 15 minutes in now, and so far so good, really. We've not really had any other chances other than the offside goal, and for that reason, our XG is 0. Just gone up to 0.07, so not the best. But hopefully we can come out on top in this game. Manchester United playing a similar formation to us, so it's quite evenly matched. I did notice they had a few weird defenders on that you wouldn't expect them to play. I haven't seen Maguire for them for a while. Maybe he's on today, but I don't think he is. Havertz going through now. Gives it away to Greenwood absolutely unnecessarily because Greenwood was nowhere to be seen. Havertz had men in front of him. I've got to admit, out of all the players who are doing well for us on this save, I don't think Havertz is doing the best. He hasn't really scored much, or he does get a lot of assists to be fair, but he could be doing a lot better, I think, Havertz in that number 10 position. You do often find in football managers, number 10s don't do so well. What has Thiago Silva done there? Oh, Anthony Martial scores to make it 1-0 Manchester United, and I think that was all Thiago Silva's fault. We'll see it here. It looked like we had the ball comfortably. I was expecting us to counter-attack, but Martial snipped in and got the ball off the ageing Thiago Silva. What did he do? Oh, he played a really poor back pass. He should know better than that at his age, Thiago Silva. He hasn't played much. He's not doing as good in Football Manager as he does in real life. And we're not really planning with him at centre-back for the future, really. Havertz now, is he going to make me eat my words? Reece James has been really good this season. What can he do on this right side? Puts a good ball in. Abraham gets there, and Abraham gets a goal. He's a threat in the box, Abraham. Really good on this version of Football Manager. I've heard people saying that if you simulate, like, if you're not playing as Chelsea, when you come up against Chelsea, Abraham is a starting striker, and they put Werner on the wing because of how good Abraham is, and you can see he's doing a great job for me here. More goals than Werner this season, even though Werner takes penalties. So Tammy Abraham, he had interest from Arsenal in the transfer window, but we're not going to see any of that. He will be our starting striker, if not our backup striker, all the time, really. And Kante is apparently absolutely knackered already, with half-time not even close yet. Well, it is close, but, you know, we're not even at half-time. And he's very tired, so we might have to think about changing that, and I don't really have a place to do it on the bench. I'm happy with your performance. Start second half as my computer really starts to rev up now, so I'll move my mic as far away as I can without it falling off my desk. 1-0 though, good start for us. If we can keep it up. 1-1. I forget Manchester United scored. Thiago Silva, why did you do this to us? But you can see we are dominating the match in terms of XG, so hopefully if we keep going the way things are, we can get the win, and Correa comes closer. He's been good for us this season, Correa. If he could just add a bit more in terms of final third product, I'd be a lot happier, but I think he's been a good signing. Let's look at what substitutions we can make. Actually, maybe not, because we have got a highlight here with Thiago Silva at the back. He makes me panic every time now, Thiago Silva. I don't think we'll be seeing him in the team much more from this point on. His contract does run out at the end of the season. I have the choice to extend it if I want to, but I don't know if I will, as Abraham comes really close there. Good save by De Gea. And now let's look into making some changes, shall we? Okay, so I've brought on Hakim Ziyech in the Mazzala role. Billy Gilmore comes on as a box-to-box midfielder. Not rated very highly in this Football Manager, Billy Gilmore. Hopefully he can improve though. And Werner has came on for Hudson-Odoi, who had picked up an injury. Now that does mean Reece James and Havertz are going to be running low on fumes, but we just got to do it. We don't really have choices, so let's just go with these substitutions and hope we come out of this game with a win. You can see up here we've had 11 shots, 6 on target with a 1.6 XG. Manchester United got almost 1 less XG there on 0.66. Yeah, it's still 1-1. We definitely need to finish our chances. This happened against Wolves as well. If we don't win here, it's 3 games without a win. If we lose, it's 3 losses in a row. So hopefully we can get a winning goal. Let's just go very attacking. We need to win here, really. Can I fire them up? And there is a final chance here, and it's us in the final third. But we've given it away, and Bruno Fernandes is going to counter-attack after I've gone very attacking. Have I messed it up for us here? I think we needed to, though. We definitely need a win, and Pogba scored. Oh, 2 videos in a row I've recorded, 2 videos in a row we've lost. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Hopefully after the January transfer window we make some deals, and I think we're going to need to, because it's kind of slipped off the rails after that really good start. So I'll be looking at making some changes to the team, particularly in the central midfield spots. I think we're struggling with just Mount and N'Golo Kante as recognised central midfielders who are fit. Abraham Avane comes close there. Reece James with a long ball over the top to Abraham. Bailly hits it back. We're seeing this for a reason with 20 seconds left. Is it just one of them Football Manager highlights where it shows the end of the game? It is. It wasn't actually anything important. That got me hyped up for no reason. But I imagine the whistle is about to blow, and as you can see in the table there, Manchester United do overtake us. We will have a game in hand, so we should be able to catch them up. But it does mean that Liverpool are quite far out in front from us now. So maybe a title in the first season is off the cards, but if we can keep top 4, preferably top 3, maybe even top 2, I'd be happy with that. Manchester City don't seem to be a threat at the minute, so I would take anything in the top 3 really. I think top 4 would be a disappointment after the first half of the season we've had, but that is basically halfway through the season now, the end of December. We're playing teams who we've already played. As you can see, we played Manchester United twice. So we're in the second half of the season. Out of the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup we got drew against QPR, and I believe that Champions League, as I did say, it's PSG, so we've got quite a tough run in there. The board did want me to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, so if we lose to PSG and we don't win the league, it could be the first time that I get sacked in a online save that I've made, like online as in put on the internet. I got sacked once back in the day playing as a Wolfsburg manager in my first time playing Football Manager. Hopefully that doesn't happen here. PSG is a long way off though, so we've got some time to get ready. But I actually think if we do the January transfer window, I think I will actually bring it back for a PSG match, probably the second leg, so you don't have to see the first leg. It'd be a bit pointless if I did. So that's all the way in March, so that's a long time. We'll be getting into the third quarter of the season there, really, as we play PSG. Be a big leg. Hopefully we do well in the away leg first. We've got the home leg as we were seeded first, which means that we have the advantage, well, they call it the advantage, to play at home in the second leg. So it's going to be maybe a couple of days between the videos coming out. I don't know. Probably not. I'll probably be able to stick to a schedule, but I'll have to get to this PSG game as quick as I can while also making some good signings. So hopefully that all goes well. Hopefully you did enjoy today's video. If you did, smash that like button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Thank you guys for everything at the minute. This is so fun for me to do, and now that I've got an audience, it's even funner. So thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.